Good evening and welcome to the Town of Buxton Selectmen Meeting for September 18th, 2024. First call to order at 7:02. First, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of prior meeting minutes for September 11th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 3 with 2 absent. Discussions held between 4 and 7. It was kind of slow tonight. We had our treasurer, Bill Hall, come in. We spent quite a bit of time with him just talking over treasury stuff and things going on. That was the only person we had in. And that was it. Projects and issues. Chad.
Well, this week, I'm just trying to think here, worked on a local health officer issue with the code enforcement officer, Patty McKenna. I spoke to our fire chief a couple of times, Nathan Schools. I think that's about it. Not too much this past week.
Tom.
Not a lot for me either. I did speak with Kevin Kimball yesterday, I think it was. They had a truck broken down by Hannaford here, and I don't know if they figured it out completely. They were chasing some wiring issues on it at the time, but it's not there anymore, so they at least got it back to the garage. That's it for me.
Yeah, I went over to the transfer station. Public Works had done quite a bit of work over there, getting where the trees are going to go and brush, and they finally got that all finished, and I just was over there checking that out. Talked to Kevin also at Public Works, and I talked to Mark, one of the other selectmen, a couple times, and that was about it. Old business, there will be a special town meeting held on September 25th, 2024 at 7 p.m. to see if the town will approve reconciliation of the fiscal year 2023-2024. Details are posted in the town website. Any other old business?
That's about it. I haven't heard anything about the bridge updates or anything like that. It's been kind of quiet this week with that, so.
Yeah. New business. There will be a public hearing on Wednesday, September 25th at 7 p.m. to hear public comment and question on amendments to the General Assistance Ordinance and applicant A through G. Every year that has to be reapproved at a town meeting. It's what the state recommends. It really doesn't have a lot to do with us. It's what the state says we have to do. Executive orders. Executive order 2425-009-008 in order to appoint Dana G. Daring to the position of election warden for the State of Maine general election to be held on November 5th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
4. Right?
24.
24.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 3 with 2 absent. Any executive orders by initiative?
Nope.
Accounts payable and payroll warrant. Executive order 2425-009-009, an order approving expenditures as documented in payroll warrant 23.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? That's 3 with 2 absent, and the amount is $99,780.92. Executive order 2425-009-010, an order approving expenditures as documented in accounts payable warrant 24.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 3 with 2 absent. and that amount is $217,905.26. The next selectmen meeting will be Wednesday, September 25th, 2024, at 7 p.m. The next planning board meeting will be held Monday, September 23rd, 2024, at 7 p.m. There will be a special town meeting held on September 25th, 2024, at 7 o'clock. There will be a public hearing held on September 25th, 2024, at 7 p.m. Any other business?
None that I'm aware.
Public questions and comments?
John McManamy again. So I took a walk down the gateway again to look at the sidewalks. And they're not as bad as I thought they were. And it looks like from looking at the various and sundry utility vaults that seem to be up and down that road, that there's a lot of encroachment, I suspect, onto where the sidewalk once upon a time was. You know, sometimes it's, I mean, you got bushes that are growing on it and everything else. So it seems to me that a step would be to try to figure out where the town's right-of-way is on the sidewalk. You know, you might be able to figure it out from the road, the highway maps, the right-of-way, because that was a state road once in a blue moon ago. Or you maybe could have, like Kevin Kimball, try to get some bids from a surveyor or something just to, you know, run down the street. I don't know what it would cost, but it'd be very interesting to see, you know, where the right-of-way really is. You know, it's passable now, but there are a lot of bushes that are definitely in the right-of-way that probably ought to be cut back. And then that house that's right across from Patty's apartment, they seem to have built up a berm, as you notice, where the sidewalk once upon a time was. And that's probably something that ought to be removed, because if someone goes over that and falls, you know, they're going to sue the town. So that's an issue. I don't know why they put all that soil on top of the sidewalk, but they did. But I think it would be interesting to toss around the idea of how to figure out where the right-of-way was, so that if you wanted to continue the nice job you did on the road, it would be nice to maybe take a look at what could be done on the sidewalk up that street. Because it would just be really nice to have it nice and clean.
2 years ago, for the town's big birthday, they cleaned all that brush. They cut a lot of it down, dug a lot of it out, and it's just grown back. So they have done it in the last couple of years. So I did talk to Kevin about it within the last month, and he said he was going to try to get it cut back before fall. I know fall's almost here, but
I don't remember at the sesquicentennial, you know, how much it was cut back. I just don't, my memory isn't that great.
It was cut rolling. It was nice. I
Yeah.
mean, because they patched a lot of it and did a lot of work on the sidewalk.
Well, even if it was patched and all the pieces of asphalt were, you know, that are loose were removed, you know, that would be a start. But I think it would be great if we could just, pose the question to Kevin: how can we determine what we own on that right-of-way? How much of that is ours? Maybe those bushes are actually on our right-of-way, and they can be just,
Well, like I said, 2 years ago, he pulled a lot out, and they just keep growing back, and so
Do we know where our right-of-way is?
I would imagine that we know roughly where it is, so, because it's so many feet off the center line, so.
Yeah, and who's going to be painting the center line, Kevin?
I believe he's the company that does our roads.
It's gonna
Is
do it?
coming back to do it either next week or the first week in October. When they have he said when they have a chance, but it would be in the next 2 weeks, so they're supposed to come back.
So the town in their possession doesn't have any of the road maps? Or would he
we
know?
must.
Or would he know how many feet off the center line the town owns?
It's pretty much a uniform thing, right?
Depending on the right of way, but yeah, I'm sure we have that info somewhere.
Yeah, somebody must have it. I know there's the sidewalk because he cleaned it 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Well, some of the vaults that you see, the cast iron vaults, are, 2/3 on someone's, grass. And so I'm suspecting that's our property too, which may, Well,
I'm
I'll
not
go
sure.
ask Kevin if he's got road maps and see. Because it would be nice to complete the job, try to clean it up. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It has been talked about, though.
Okay.
So he did say he was gonna try to clean it up, because I've been after him. And he's been looking for some grants, but there hasn't been anything out there recently.
Well, I think the grants are available in the springtime. I think it's kind of too late to be looking for grants.
No,
Really?
these are, they're called Main Street grants.
Who would be responsible for getting that house on Main Street to get that dirt off the sidewalk? Because that's kind of an ADA issue. Not that anyone wants to mention those 3 letters anywhere, but it's kind of an ADA issue.
I can ask Kevin to look at it and see if it's in our right of way.
Yeah,
If
well,
it
it
is, then-
clearly is.
Well,
Used to be able to walk by the house.
code enforcement can probably get involved also, but.
It looks like they're doing some work on the apartments finally. So, all right, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Last chance. Okay, hearing none. There's no executive session after this. I'll call for adjournment at 7:15.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? 3 with 2 absent. Thank you. Have a safe week.